everybody, it's MG Gamer here with another LEGO review. This is LEGO Marvel Avengers set number 75166, sorry. Avengers Tower Battle with 7 minifigures and 685 pieces. If you didn't know this, Avengers Tower, the original, is like my favorite LEGO set ever. I don't know why, it's just cool, I think. And this came out I think June 1st at Target exclusive, and I believe it's only coming out at the LEGO store. Maybe it came out at the LEGO store too, but I think it comes out September 1st at the LEGO store. I'm not sure. Probably not good information, don't listen to me. But it came out June 1st for Target. I only got 2 of the Marvel sets that came, this one and the Iron Man one, which is awesome. I'm gonna do a review on that hopefully soon. But here you can see Avengers Tower, and we're gonna open it because this is an awesome set. But before we open it, I wanted to point out the box art. Minifigures I think is a horrible selection. I don't personally like any of it. Here's the side. It's all the actual comic book minifigures. Here's the back, playability. I'll show you all that in the review. Here's the side. It's all the same. And the bottom. See, but I think they got a cool angle on this. It was $90 and it's 685 pieces, which I think is a pretty bad deal, but most of the LEGO sets for Marvel are about that price range with that many pieces. Like Avengers HQ, it's down there. That was like super. That was like $100 for 800 pieces or something weird like that, 700 or something. But yeah, you can see on how a good angle. I like on how they made it look really tall. I'm not sure on how tall this is actually. I do know it's bigger than the original Avengers Tower, so I'll bring that up for comparison, like next to it, and then we'll do an actual comparison video later on this year. But you can see there's some things about this that I'll get to in the review, but let's unbox this thing. Camera's tilted down a little, but here it is. Let's see what this looks like. How many bags or whatever's in the inside. I could not find my knife that I usually open boxes with, but it's in. Okay, so we know that there's at least 4. Okay, not as many bags as you think. We have 5. Would appear there's 6 bags, and plus the other 2, which is this one, you know, and the instruction manual, all those stickers. You can see, pretty cool. Yeah, there's some things about this set that I just don't understand, but let's get on to building the set. Okay, so here's the set all built and complete. It's a very nice set, I think. Very a lot more detail than the last. Well, not more detail, but I think it's a nice, more clean design. Definitely bigger than the last one. 5 stories, 600 something pieces. I forget. Many playability features. I'm gonna start on the exterior, then go to the interior. On the exterior, you can see very nice design. I love the Built A. The Built A is insane. I think that's awesome. Little things. On this side, there's not really any playability, or on the back, but in the front, you can take this out and this out, and you can have this fly around, and the 2 Iron Man minifigures can come out as well, which is very nice and easy. Very easy to take it out. If you have the set in hand, you can like you can figure out what all these little playability features are. But this is just to give you an idea. But if this specific set is not available, I don't believe it's available on LEGO, but it is available on Target and not Amazon. But if you want the older model, it will be in the description below. And But besides that, on this side, there's some other playability features too. These two windows, I'm gonna zoom in on there's a little, that right there, it's a lever. So I'm gonna push it back, and then the windows are gonna come flying out for whatever prisoner is on the interior, which we will get to when we get to the inside, which we're not at right now, at the moment. Another thing on the inside is this Technic thing, or on the outside, sorry. This thing the deck will come flying down when I pull the Technic rod out. See on how I pull it out? I put it back up, push it in, boom, it's all good. The set is very clean. On the back side, I thought this was worth noting. You can see Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet on the exterior, but you can't see it really on the inside. I'll show you how to get to it on the inside. But let's get to the first couple floors on this. I'm gonna go in sections, so let's start with the top story. So on the top story, there's not really any playability features other than the fact that it can open up and there's a completely empty space up top. You can put a minifigure on the front deck, one minifigure, and it'll just stay there with these studs. I'm gonna try and show you that if I can. Those studs right there. But yeah, not much playability on the top, but it's kind of empty. But we get that. It's just there for detail. I think they could have added a little bit, like some screens or something up there. I mean, they added a video game console in this, and a hidden, or the Infinity Gauntlet could be up here because it's just hidden in the Avengers Tower. But that's that. I don't really complain about it. It just looks empty and kind of plain. That's the only part I would complain about. But all in all, I really like the top deck. But let's go on to the next story. The next story, the fourth story in this building, you open up, there's the big A, many little things. You can have Tony Stark playing video games because of this remote, and then you can switch the TV to another thing. I gotta bring that over. I can't find it right now. Same with the minifigures. They'll be in the next. I will find them, but I just haven't found them yet. You can see the interior. I really like the screen there. There's two chairs on the inside, which I will show you. Two chairs. And then over here you've got a TV, the news reporter, which I think is kind of funny. The door can open to lead to the outside, which is kind of cool. I kind of showed you the outside, so I'm not going to show you it right now. But that's it for this story. So let's keep moving on. So the next story, we've got it. Here, the third story. There it is. If you open it up, there's a jail cell and the Power Stone. Here's the Power Stone. Kind of looks like it's coming out of the orb, but that's kind of it. Very nice detail, though. They've added some pretty strange pieces to this set, all in all. On the third story, I did say that the windows could break out, and that's what it did. And this is how you open up the jail cell the actual way, which is like this. Windows can break out. I'm not gonna, because it's kind of a pain to put them back on at this angle, but you can get the idea. In the instruction manual, it says that an AIM agent goes in there, but on the box it shows Red Skull going in there, but I think it just is showing that you can put anybody in there. If you want, you can put Tony Stark up there. It's probably working. It just goes to show that you can put whoever you want in that. But in the jail cell, it doesn't matter who, as long as it's a minifigure, not a big figure. But let's keep moving on. I really do like the detail, though. The next story, this side is kind of empty, which I'll get to in a minute. But this is what the exterior looks like of this story. It's the second story. On the inside, there it is. You have all these guns. This specific spot right up here is for Iron Man's helmet to go on, because he's got a hairpiece and stuff. But it can go on there, which is nice. And then there's the Infinity Gauntlet with the Space Stone. Power Stone was on the one above it. That's what I'm talking about. It's like kind of just hidden. You got to take this out in order to access it. But you can easily take it out. You just pull it out. Super simple. There's really not much to say on each of these stories because they're really small. But over here on this next one, you can have Taser and Blazer or the Iron Man suits fly out of it, which I will open the gate because, you know, I can. I opened it. You can see that they can just go flying out. It's not the biggest thing. It'll fit 2 minifigures. I do believe on the last one, the last Avengers Tower is a lot nicer, though, when it comes to that specific thing, like that specific idea of the suits coming out. Sorry, I'm stuttering a lot, but let's move on to the first story. Well, here's the next story. I'll show you the outside of it and see. I'll spin it around this time. It is the last story of Avengers Tower. One of the first of 5, but the last of this review. So you can see a lot of little things about it already. On the outside, really quickly, I'm going to show you this. There is this, which I'm going to push on. And I want you to watch this really quickly. This weird white thing. I'm going to push the gray studded thing out. And it'll push this weird Iron Man thing out, which I think is just to go throughout the tower to put stuff on. But you can just put it back on the outside, push it out. It's not too hard. Super easy. I think that's a cool contraption, but I wish they gave a little bit more of a description on what that is. But if we go to the other side, you can see Black Widow's speeder, which I'll take out for a little thing. You can oh, sorry, I'm messing up on this. I'm going to zoom this out. Many little things about this. There's a locking mechanism, so once you put Black Widow inside, it'll lock her right there so she won't fall out when this goes down, which is very nice. Again, I don't know where the minifigures are at this specific time, but detail for this is very nice. The stickers would appear to have some air in it. Again, really weird pieces. I've never seen those before, but it gets the job done. But let's put this back in. So I'm gonna put her back in. There's a little mechanism on the inside, not mechanism, but a couple pieces to keep her keep it in place, which I still don't understand. That's another thing I'm kind of annoyed at. Like, the whole bottom story in general is just not that great, but it gets the job done. So I don't want to be too picky about it. But again, you can take this bottom glass thing out and pull the speeder out and play with it, you know. Many little things that I already like about the set. But let's move on to the minifigures in this set. Okay, so our first minifigure is Black Widow, and you can see who it is kind of. It is, I think this is a really cool minifigure. They did a really good job detailing it. They outlined everything really well. There is some arm printing, which I think is pretty darn sick that they added. Back printing, I do believe there is a back face. There it is. And yeah, this is a really cool minifigure. Probably this one and 2 others are probably my favorites in the set. But as I said before, the minifigure selection is not that great. I don't think. I think the Iron Mans. We'll get to that in a minute, but they just aren't good. But yeah, let's move on to our next minifigure. Next up, we've got Taser, and I think that's his name, Taser, and he comes with a little bit of stuff. Nothing too big. He comes with this to go on the feet, and these to go on the arms, which aren't too well. Black Widow came with 2 pistols, but they're on Avengers Tower right now. This minifigure is one of my favorite sets. I think that is really cool. I love the foot printing and the arm and the leg printing. Here, see the foot printing a little better now. Leg printing was pretty cool. No arm printing. Back printing is nice. This is probably my favorite minifigure, except for there's 2 things about it. There is no face. That's not one of them. And then I really like the spikes. But the one thing I don't like, or 2 things I don't like, is the name. Taser's just stupid, I think. And then the helmet does not pop up like other Iron Mans do. You can't take it up, which is super annoying. And it's like something you'd expect it to do. How is this not adjusting? For some reason, it's not adjusting, but you can see it now. It's just I don't like the name or the helmet, but there's some other minifigures in the set, so let's just move on. Up, we've got Blazer, and same as the last one. I really like the minifigure. It is just stupid, the name. I don't understand it. This one also comes with some stuff, same as before, except for here's the feet, here's the feet, a little bit different. This goes on one of the arms. This goes on the other arms. It looks kind of cool. I don't like the name though. It's just not. The figure's good. There's toe printing, leg printing, torso printing. Same as before, no head. All this, like literally all the same things as the last one. But you can get the idea. Back printing is nice, but I don't like the gray with the red that much. But let's move on to the next minifigure. So here we've got an AIM agent, and this is the one with the hook and stuff. You can see the gun, back printing. There is no face though. There's just goggles. As you can see, it's very cool on how this works. This specific figure I think is actually really cool because of the hook and stuff. But this figure works out great. No complaining about this specific one. I just don't know how it fits in with the storyline. So let's just keep moving on. Here's our second minifigure. Or our next minifigure, our second AIM agent. That's what I was gonna say. Our next AIM agent, and it's the same as the last one. Same story, except for there's no hook or anchor on it. No face like the last one. But there's 2 more minifigures in the set, and I think we're running out of time. So let's move on. But the detailing for this is good. No joke. The gun is awesome. Gun's like the last one, but let's keep moving on. Next up, we've got Red Skull, and this one's a good minifigure. I don't know how this fits into the storyline. I should probably mention my favorites in the set. The Taser one, the Anchor, AIM Agent, and Black Widow are probably my favorite minifigures in the set. Just because they just nailed everything except for the helmet and the name on one of them. I'm trying to adjust it. It's not working. But you can see the back printing. There's no second face because he's bald. Good minifigure. I just don't understand where it fits in. But let's move on to our last minifigure in the set. We've got Iron Man, or Tony Stark, and this is a pretty darn good minifigure. Like, I love the name because it's Iron Man, but I just don't understand. It's the same problem. The helmet just doesn't come up. This detailing is pretty good. There's some foot printing, leg printing. This actually has some pretty good detailing on it. I just don't understand the helmet. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. This goes along with it. This just hooks onto the bottom of him and makes him look like he's flying, like in Infinity War at the beginning. These just go on his hands and they can fire. I'm not going to demonstrate that because they say it works, but for me it just hasn't. But that's it for the minifigures. I hope you enjoyed this video. I should have the other reviews coming out soon for the Iron Man helmet, Avengers Tower, and a mystery package, which I'm hoping that will arrive in the next couple of days. Go check out our Discord. It'll be linked in the description below. You can put your questions in a certain question box, and then we can answer them in a future video. If you like the video, leave it a like and subscribe. If you want any more questions about it, any questions, you can just put them in the comment section. I'll read it. But if you want to follow us on Roblox, our Roblox usernames are in the description below. No links, just the usernames. You'll have to look us up. But that is it for me. That's it for MJLS Bricks for this review, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.